Day 4 in the forest and we're still not dead, baby. Ah. Okay, so we've got a little tree house for now, but we need to build something that's a bit more defensible, I think. We need to build something like a crazy fort kind of deal. I mean, the tree house is good and all, but I'm just concerned that all it takes is for something to come along and cut that tree down, and I'm assuming the cannibal mutants aren't going to chop the tree down, but oh, it is hello. But I really have no, I really have no assurance that that's not going to be the case. So, can I plant anything? Where's a little, can't. So I'm going to eat this, because apparently, I had a quick look in here. Oh, no, I'm fine, never mind. Okie dokie. So, oh shit, I am really hungry. Let's drink some fresh pond water first. Have to go to the shore. There we go. We don't want to drink it from the middle. We need to drink it where there's more dirt. Okay. And then we'll eat some of our snack bars. And what I think we need to do is build a wall around this area. And we need to do it between two trees, because I have a fantabulous idea for how to basically what to use as a gate. So we're going to go I passed it? Oh no, there it is. Defensive walls. Okay. Start here. Go through here. It's ambitious. It's going to be an ambitious wall, but I feel it's necessary, given what we may end up facing. And we'll make sure it encompasses all our area. So we'll bring it up here so there's not that kind of height advantage looking over it. Why is it gone red? Is that the maximum number of joins a wall can be? I guess it's possible. Well, I'll just manually add another join then, won't I? There we go. And what we'll do is we'll mix up doing a bit of building and a bit of exploring, so as to prevent this from getting completely mind-numbingly boring for you watching. How many logs? Oh, Jesus. 312 logs. Right, well, this forest is going to die. Well, if we're doing this already, then we might as well mark out our plan. So, what my plan is, and hear me out here, what my plan is to go tree platform to tree platform. Ha! Take that, leaves. And run a bridge from one to the other. So in order to get in, you have to climb up that one and then across the bridge and down again. which should minimise the number of problem characters able to get him. I think that's a pretty good idea. I think that's pretty genius. So this game is an interesting one. There are obvious inspirations from films like Cannibal Holocaust, which was a I think late 70s, early 80s horror film about cannibals living in the Amazon rainforest, or in the Amazon basin, which was famous at the time, actually, for its use of special effects. There were 6 animals, I think, killed in the effort of making it. I think it was made by an Italian or a Spanish director. And there's a turtle, a spider, a snake, I think boar piglet, possibly, and maybe a couple others. But the practical effects. Get out of here, bird! Go! Oh, that was close. The practical effects were so good that the filmmaker actually had to appear in court, I believe, to basically show how the effects were achieved and prove that the actors weren't dead. It's a very famous image of basically a person with a great big log, sharpened log, kind of going up through their backside and coming up out of their mouth. It was all done by the actor kind of sitting on a seat with a thing coming out of their mouth. But yeah, that's one of the kind of the obvious ones. I think The Descent is also quite clearly in this, especially when you're kind of mooching about the caves. Fantastic horror film by Neil Marshall, who is the creative genius behind films like Dog Soldiers, which is also really good. He's also he directed a few episodes of Game of Thrones, actually. I'm fairly sure he's the one who directed the Blackwater, I think it was Stannis' assault on King's Landing. I think that was Series 2, because he's shown that he can do these big effects-laden spectacles on a very kind of low budget, because he knows how to kind of prioritise the shots. But interestingly, there was also reportedly a inspiration of Disney in this, which I don't quite see. I'm not sure if they're referring to kind of specifically the visuals, in which case you can kind of see it as kind of British Columbia, very bright and colourful, very natural palette. I know that I think some of the guys that actually work on this game they worked in visual effects in films. I think they worked on a few big budget films as well. So I think that's why you get such a good kind of visual sense of your environment, especially the lighting. The lighting always jumps out to me. It's always you can tell if you're dealing with someone who has spent a lot of time working with cameras and shots if the lighting looks right. I think famously there was a cinematographer who was brought in to advise on the production of WALL-E, so they could get the kind of 70s, 80s sci-fi lens flare look right. Specifically just for this lens flare thing, which most people wouldn't notice, but it all adds to the kind of, not subconscious, but the subtle details that add to the general whole picture of the film. Chop chop, chop chop. Whew, I am exhausted. Possibly because I'm so hungry. Not in real life though, because I just ate some motherfucking casserole. As exciting as that is. Tempted to put the recipe up on the website, actually, on the Keep It Vegan website, because it is very tasty and very low effort. We've had I don't think we've actually been interfered with by that lot. since moving to this part of the map, so I'm kind of hoping that actually we're kind of free of their interference here. Or at least it's, you know, greatly minimised. I mean, to look at our map. Yeah, I mean, that village is down there in the bottom. There is a little village nearby, but so far, so good. Oh my god. No, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be a very long process, I think. We need more food here. We need a more stable supply of food here at home base. So what we should do is go out exploring. Let's see if we can find some seeds to bring back and add to our garden. Just bring these logs in. I'm sure there was another one here somewhere. Oh, there it is. They roll, they just wander off. I mean, it's good. For the realism, it's good, but for keeping track of your logs, it's quite annoying. Right, let's go and have a bit of an explore. That's another pond there. We should cut down what we have already and relocate there. Oh, and another pond. Let's move to this one instead. So there's that hole that we saw before. Oh, blueberries. If you're wondering why my PC is, well, the frame rate's dropping, it's because my PC is currently chugging like your mum as a direct result of rendering one video and uploading another. Busy. Blueberries. There must be, is there a way? Let's see, do I get... Oh, we've got blueberry bush, so we can get... Okay, so we've got seeds, so we can grow our own blueberry bush. And here we are, back to that. Okay. Well, let's go further into the forest and see what we can find. See what resources we can... aloe vera. See what we can find. It's funny, editing the previous episodes to this, because I'm kind of doing bits and pieces as I go. And my recording device is doing something very strange. I've got one... ooh, coneflower. I've got one input for the game sound, the output from there, and then one input from the microphone. And somewhere along the line, my recording device is lumping them both in with each other. So I'm getting... Oh shit, no, that's poison. So I'm getting both audios in through the same thing, but one's slightly quieter than the other, which is odd because I'm wearing headphones. That's the only thing that could possibly be causing that to double up. So that's all. That's about all the excitement I have in my life at the moment. Oh, mud. Perfect. I'm assuming that improves my stealth ability. Or mud. Okay, we're going to go slow. Sneak about for a bit. Lizard. Let's check, where are we on the map compared to... Why am I covered in blood? The fuck did that happen? What did I just walk through? Did I black out? Am I going to revisit this video file and find that I kind of wandered off for a few hours and went on a rampage and came back? Oh, this is nice. Oh, are they doing? Oh shit, there's no one down there. Gonna take your chicory, hope you don't mind. I mean, is this how they sleep? Just kind of hunched. I'm gonna take him out. What? I'll show you precisely how few fucks I give. Don't test me, I am the monster! I'm gonna take your chicory, I hope you don't mind. You gonna attack or what? These ones are a bit bulky than the little ones that have been attacking us thus far. Flee! Flee for your lives! Sorry I had to burn you to make an example. Oh, hello. Bones. Bones. And a club. I'm going to put that out. Responsible fire user. That's me. Ooh, suitcases. I'ma smash them. So where are we? We're on the coast, are we? Yeah, we've gone a little bit further out than usual. Smash. Oh, batteries. There are a lot of people on this airplane who are travelling with gaffer tape. When I go abroad, which is very rare, as I'm poor, should I be packing more electrical tape? Oh, tennis ball. She's gone, otherwise I would throw this at her face. Open. Ah. Wow. It's like nature. Get him, boy. Pathetic. Okie dokie. So, oh, hello. That's new. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's one of the skinny, crazy ones. Bring back the topless lady one. You guys are just annoying. Ooh, rope. Hope you don't mind, but I'm just going to ignore you, because I don't value your existence. Because you're a dick. Lizard. Okay, let's chop. Let's have a look. Sahara. Sahara Therapeutics. Get the fuck away from me. Sahara Therapeutics. That's a weird one. Like, it's not like Sahara Pharmaceutical, it's Sahara Therapeutics. That's some evil T-virus creating massage company. Chop! I already have 5 circuit boards, I don't need any more. What's this about? I can't see it, let's get in the light. Okay, get it back out, dickhead. Cave map, where's the... oh, is it in the book, is it? There needs to be a quicker way to navigate this. Is there any way to zoom in on it or see it a bit better? No, clearly not. Oh well. Shipping manifest from Sahara. That's apparently all we need to know. Oh, hey, buddy. I love turtles. They are probably one of my favourite animals. Oh shit, it's an invasion. There's a conservation aquarium near us called The Deep. Hull's somewhat famous for it. And they had a loggerhead turtle recently. I think it was being rehabilitated, rebuilt. We have the technology. So yeah, that was cool. The Deep is an interesting one. It's aquariums, like zoos, are wrong. Caging animals up for human consumption, whether it's for food or whether it's for entertainment, is wrong. It's inarguably wrong. But the Deep is a weird one because the whole point is it's a conservation aquarium. They do a lot of good environmental conservation projects. They do a lot of really good work. So I find myself trying to... It's like a fucking... It's a less messed up Larry LaSalle situation. Like, does the good they do in conservation and looking after animals and rebuilding them, does that outweigh the fact that these are animals in kind of confined spaces? You know, I think the ones in particular that spring to mind are the penguins. Penguins are actually there fairly recently when the penguins were being and they were just nesting, laying eggs. So you know, and it's a small space. It's a small space, but again, it's a conservation, an environmentally kind of friendly, environmentally conscious place. So you know, where is that line drawn? Where do we draw that line? Because you know, you could also look at things like well, I don't know. It's hard. It's one I keep kind of, it's one of those grey areas where a lot of people will have an opinion. And I know some people will look purely at the plight of the animals, and that's it. You know, these animals are not in nature, so that's wrong through and through. Some people will kind of do the balancing act the same way I do. It's kind of hard to know what to do, which way to take it. It's suddenly very dark. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, an anchor or a ship or a harbour. Let's go find that anchor on the map. And then we'll need to gather up some sticks and find somewhere to hold that, because I don't really want to walk through that forest at night. On account of the potential murders. We're going to throwable rock. Oh, we've got a tent here. Oh, look at the lighting behind those trees. Fucking sexual. So we've got a tent here, and here's the anchor on the map. It is a literal anchor. Okay. Right, can we sleep here? Metal pot. Yes, thank you. Electrical tape, yes. Yes, we can.